fire in my chest and the air that fills my lungs. I'll hold my tears and trade my ears for a glimpse at kingdom come. On the other side of misery, there's a world we long to see. The strife we share will take us there to relief and sovereignty. Oh my God, we'll have our home again. By God, we'll have our home. By blood or sweat, we'll get there yet. By God, we'll have our home. In our own towns, we're foreigners now. Our names are spat and cursed. The headlines smack of another attack, not the last and not the worst. Oh, my fathers, they look down on me. I wonder what they feel to see their noble sons driven down beneath a coward's heel. Oh, my God, we'll have our home again. By God, we'll have our home. By blood or sweat, we'll get there yet. By God, we'll have our home. The road is dark, the way is lost. My eyes, they strain to see. I struggle forth to find a friend to light the way for me. Oh, brothers, can you hear my voice, or am I all alone? If there's no fire to guide my way, then I will start my own. Oh my God, we'll have our home again. By God, we'll have our home. By blood or sweat, we'll get there yet. By God, we'll have our home. Oh, by God, we'll have our home again. By God, we'll have our home. By blood or sweat, we'll get there yet. By God, we'll have our home.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Richard for Scooby-Doo News. Why are you here today?
I'm here today really just to document the protest and get involved with illegal immigration.
Right, okay, and have you got a YouTube channel, sir?
We certainly have, yeah. We are Urban Fox UK Media.
Urban Fox UK Media, right? Scooby-Doo News, sir. Nice to meet you.
And you, right. Where is Scooby today?
Scooby's done a runner. He's involved with an inappropriate relationship with a black Alsatian dog for the Falkirk Cladden Hotel protest. He struck up some sort of inappropriate relationship. He's very, very impulsive, and he's done a runner.
Fair play.
Thank you, sir. Hello, I'm Richard for Scooby-Doo News. Why are you here today, sir?
Scooby-Doo News.
Yes, sir.
I'm here today to stand up for the women and children and say we don't want these illegals here. We want to deport them all back to wherever the fuck they came from.
Total remigration.
Total remigration.
Send them all back. No sob stories.
Not
They've
second
all got to go.
third generation.
Fourth generation. All got to
Get
go.
them gone, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Let's take our
You're preaching to the converted.
Deportation! 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 Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Her streets! Our streets! Enough enough! Send them back! Enough enough! Send them back! When women and children are under attack, what do we do? Send them back! Stand up, fight back! When women and children are under attack, what do we do? Send them back! Fight back! When women and children are under attack, what do we do? Send them back! No! Send them back! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets!
You can never trust a lefty with your kids. You can never trust a lefty. No. Never trust a lefty with your kids.
Personally, I like the bubbles. Get back on your fight! You've got no spine, no backbone.
I'm going out to stand in the crowd now.
Plans of coming north to Scotland to England this weekend, because the main message I want to push to you is this. For so long, for decades, there's been a division between the English and the Scottish, and it's just all been pushed by the establishment to divide us, because they are terrified of us all coming together, because together we're unstoppable. Why we need to come together. 2004, a 15-year-old named Chris Donald was abducted from Kenmure Street by 5 Pakistanis. They drove him from Glasgow to Dundee and then back. They tortured him, they set him on fire, stabbed him 13 times, murdered him, just left him. What was done to improve things for our people? We then moved on to the grooming gangs. Hundreds of thousands, maybe even up to 1 million young girls groomed and raped, and anyone that tried to stand up was dragged through the mud to instill fear in our people so that nobody would talk again. What has changed? As was mentioned, a 12-year-old girl was raped by an Afghani immigrant that should not be here. Do you know how long he'd been in this country? 4 months. Save our kids. Save our kids. So now for 16 years, we, the British taxpayer, are going to be funding his accommodation. Why are we not just sending all of these people home? Send them home. All this money that's being spent on these people, well, we have 5,000 veterans living on our street at the moment, with 5 of them taking their lives every week. We have in Glasgow the asylum capital of the UK. What does that make it? It makes it the rape capital. The rape institutions that are supposed to be there to protect women, protect girls, can't even take on any new victims because they don't have the funding, they don't have the support from the government. That is why we must come together. It is only by coming together, shoulder to shoulder, that we are going to be able to protect our own. Because that's what it's about. It's about doing this for our people, our nation, and for the future generations of our beautiful homeland. So I will leave you with this. Everyone knows 500 miles. Well, we've travelled over 500 miles to be here today. And I would travel 500 more if it meant remigrating all of these refugees that should not be here. Thank you. Richard. Up next is Richard Donaldson. I'm sure you all know him. He's a bit of a... I'm not going to say it, mate, you're alright.
Strawberry blonde.
Yeah. Does this ginger?
Does this sound better?
Or does this sound better?
This one.
The mic, this one? Okay. I don't know why. Calm down, chill out. Ooh, she's got energy, I like it. So, I had a proper speech prepared, and then you put me on, what was it, second to last? And now everyone said what I was going to say, but what I will say this, yeah, in fact I'm going to start with a question. Do you all feel safe right now? I'm not talking about just right now, I'm talking about in general.
No.
I'm a 34-year-old man, ex-British Army, I don't feel safe. I don't feel that my children are safe. I don't feel that our elderly are safe. None of us feel safe. And when they stand over there and they talk about how this is racist or it comes down to hatred or whatever, it's got nothing to do with hate. I don't lock my door at night because I hate the people outside. I lock my door at night because I love the people inside. They can stand there and accuse us of being racist, fascist, whatever they want to call us. But at the end of the day, we are very much well aware that we are living in a country now where our government, where the media, NGOs, Quangos, the WEF, the WHO, all of them are working together to pick apart the whole fabric of our society. Britain, they want to destroy us. And I love the fact that every single one of us has turned up today, and people are turning up all over the country, in the wind and the rain, which always seems to come, by the way, when the protest starts. Anyone else notice that? Are they cloud seeding? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. What do you reckon, Chris? I think it's fantastic that people, once again, are starting to turn up. I think 2026 is going to be a massive year. I think it's going to be absolutely huge. A lot of people have said to me, a lot of people in this crowd won't know me, some of you will. I started a movement last year called the Great British National Protest, and we're going again this year, again in cities all over the country. We're going to government buildings, but that's a separate thing. A lot of people have said to me, Rich, the likes of me, Steve Band, Carla, Simon Moon, wherever he is, there are so many activists in this country who give people hope, but the truth is, without people turning up, there would be no hope. So thank you all so much for turning up. I always say it in my videos, if you've ever watched them, I always say, we are Great Britain. Thank you very much.
There's 6 people sleeping out on the seafront all night, sleeping rough for the veterans, to support them and give as much money possible back to housing them and giving them our support. So if anyone could join them on the seafront, even for a hot plastic team or the donation, that would be amazing if you can afford it.
I'll just tell you a bit about myself. I went to a protest. So I went to a protest, never been to one before, in Rotherham, and when I got there, they were pretty calm, and then later on we noticed up at the windows were refugees, and we saw one with a gun, some kind of AK rifle upstairs. The media just reported that people started smashing the windows, breaking in, but it wasn't that. It was that a girl had been raped. It was that they'd had machetes pulled out on them while she was walking around away. And on the day that we were there, we saw the gun in the window, and the police didn't care when we told them that. They didn't even look up, and that's why the windows broke. That's why it was set on fire. So moving on from that, I met Steve, who just started doing Right the Right at the time, and he asked me to join him. My issue is with the grooming gangs. Up to 250,000 girls being raped. One little girl. In fact, I was going to say quite a few things, but I can't say because there's little ones. But they've been tortured, basically.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, 1 minute, sure.
We've got to be more people. We can't carry on like this. There's just more and more coming. 900 men a day on boats.
See when you're videoing it, will you stone out there so you get the mic?
It's not going to stop. There's no intentions for it to stop. They always say, is it men that's going to war, leave women, children behind? Men that's... Yeah, so this is what's happening. It's a war. We know it is. We know that. We know one day we're going to be under attack and that's coming. So hopefully we can stop it before it comes to that. Or if not, I think we'll all be ready. So thank you very much for coming. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Also, I'd just like to speak about homeless quickly. Steve and Simon all here. We have got Richard. Richard's been really good at giving out all sleeping bags and stuff like that for everybody, for all the homeless. And throughout all the winter when we were wrapped up warm, outside. So will these scumbags in this hotel are getting forced treatment? Our people, our veterans are dying on street. Yeah, so that's what left are dirty paedophile protectors.
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go, mate. Can't remember your name, sorry.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Richard and I'm from Erskine Seasmore Support Group. We are being replaced. We're being replaced by the year 2066 in the United Kingdom as a whole. We are going to be a white minority. What will diversity look like then when we are a hated white minority? It is not a hate crime to be white. Being white is not a hate crime. Being a racist today is something completely different to when I was a young man 40 years ago. 40 years ago, being a racist was an irrational fear of somebody that just didn't look like you. Nowadays, being a racist is pointing out that mass child murderer, Axel Ruda Kabara, is not Welsh, he's African. Being a racist today is pointing out that Pakistani man should not have raped 20 white girls. Being a racist today is saying, stop the boys. Well, they can call me racist if they want. Because you see, the way that the left have made it, they've made it that it's worse to be called a racist than it is to be called a rapist.
Yes.
We must stand up, we must unite our people, we must start remigration, stop immigration. Thank you.
Send them home! Send them home!
First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming tonight.